we will again study the reasoning question based on group 15 elements. So these questions are usual for your board purposes and as well as competition examinations. So go through every questions carefully and understand their answers. So let us take this question. Nitrogen cannot be stored as liquid in sealed containers, but ammonia can be. Why? So this I am talking in ordinary temperature. So actually in this case what happens, the critical temperature of nitrogen is very low than the critical temperature of ammonia. That's why nitrogen cannot be stored as a liquid in sealed containers. Could the strain in the P4 molecule be reduced by using sp3 hybrid orbitals in bonding instead of p orbitals? So let us see the answers. Angle required by the P4 is 60 degree and the strain would not be reduced by using the sp3 hybrid orbitals, because in that case the angle is 109 degree 28 minute. NF3 giving exothermic compound while NCl3 giving endothermic. So this is the heat of formation, minus this is plus. So what is the reason? So reason is, in case of NF3 the NF bond is more than the FF bond length, while NCl3 NCl bond length strength is lower than the CCl bond strength. So the formation of NF3 is spontaneous, while energy has to be supplied during the formation of NCl3. Compound CF3 whole thrice N has no basic properties. CF3 whole thrice nitrogen has no basic properties, but CH3 whole thrice N is a strong base. So actually this is due to the different electronegativity of hydrogen and fluorine. So in this case the lone pair of nitrogen is concentrated on nitrogen, and so it can act as a donor, that is Lewis base. But in case of CF3 whole thrice N, the electron density on nitrogen is reduced. Why reduced? Due to the more electronegative fluorine atom. So hence it cannot be act as a Lewis base. Nitric oxide is paramagnetic in gaseous state but diamagnetic in liquid or solid state. Why? Actually NO has a 11 valence electron and thus it becomes paramagnetic in nature due to the unpaired electrons. So in solution or solid state it forms a loose dimer in such a way that the magnetic field of the unpaired electrons of two molecules cancel out. So it behaves as the diamagnetic in nature, that is the N2O2. Why is magnetic moment of the nitric oxide is temperature dependent? So actually in this case the magnetic moment of nitric oxide increases up to 520 Kelvin and remain constant above this. So also the variation below 520 Kelvin is not in accordance with the Curie's law. So thus the two electronic energy levels of nitric oxide molecules are separated by 121 per centimeter, which is comparable with the kinetic theory at normal laboratory temperature. The distribution of molecules between the two states of similar energies but different joule values, and this is responsible for the anomalous variation of magnetic moment with temperature. Discuss the conformational analysis of hydrazine. So we can see here, so this is the eclipse form, 2 hydrogen upside, eclipse cis, this is the 2 hydrogen down, 2 up, lone pair is opposite, a staggered form, 1 lone pair this side, 1 lone pair this side, this 2 hydrogen this side, 2 hydrogen that side. So the semi eclipse, in this case gauge form, so 2 hydrogen this side, 1 opposite side, so this is the gauge form. So they are the conformational analysis of hydrazine. NO2 cannot be dried by an alkali. Why? Because NO2 is acidic in nature and is absorbed by alkali, so it cannot be dried. The NN bond length in N2O4 is more than the usual NN single bond length. Explain. Actually in these cases X-ray studies reveal that the NN bond length in N2O4, that in these cases, so here NN bond length is 1.64 angstrom, which is about 20% more than the usual nitrogen single bond length. Why? Because due to the positive charges on the adjacent nitrogen atoms, which causes repulsion. So due to repulsions the bond length is increasing and thus bond length is increases. Explain why addition of nitric acid to concentrated H2SO4 results in the formation of NO2 plus and NO3 minus ions. How could one test experimentally to confirm that such ions exist in H2SO4 solutions? So actually H2SO4 dehydrates HNO3 to N2O5 and it is a strongly polar solvent which exists in form of its solvated ions NO2 plus and NO3 minus. Conductivity measurement might be easiest to use to confirm the ionic nature of solids. So by using conductivity, we can experimentally confirm these ions that is existing in sulfuric acid. PBr6 is anion is not known, unlike PCl6 anion. So PCl we know that, but PBr6 is unknown. Actually, in this case, Br has a large size than chlorine and thus unable to form PrB6 ion. PCl5 is ionic in solid state. Why? Because in case of PCl5, it is broken into ionic state, PCl4 plus PCl6. They are the two forms. So these forms is octahedral in anionic state, and this form is tetrahedral in cationic state. But in case of PBr5, it is existing as the PBr4 plus and Br minus. So this is tetrahedral in solid state. So note down these things. These are usually asked in the normally in the entrance. Although nitric acid is stronger than HNO2, the oxo acids of phosphorus, that is H3PO2, H3PO3, H3PO4. So they are the approximate same strength. Explain. So in oxo acids, actually normally what is that Sd character of acid is proportional to the oxidation state of the central atom. So this is only exceptions where this property is not followed. You can see first the different structures. This is the structure of the, so this is H3PO2, H3PO3, H3PO4. We can see the dissociation constant also. In this case, dissociation constant of H3PO4 is more than this one and this one. Now why they have Sd strength is more? Because in the above three acids, what happens? The number of OHs increases and yet the acidity does not increase very much. This is due to the fact that the number of unprotonated oxygen, so you just mark this one, is responsible for the enhancement of acidic characters due to the inductive effect, remains the same with the result dissociation constant also remains nearly same. So you have to mark more unprotonated oxygen. What happens? acidity is very less. So you have to mark, and it is also responsible for the inductive effect. So this is causing the inductive effect, and their acidic nature decreases. So in these cases, this H3PO3 is more acidic in nature. PA3 forms numerous complexes, whereas NF3 does not. Explain. So reason is both phosphorus and nitrogen in their fluorides have partial positive charges and therefore weak Lewis bases. But phosphorus, due to the presence of vacant d orbitals, they form complexes with the transition metals and contain d electrons. Because p-m bond, m is the metals, have some double bond characters due to the back bonding of d electrons from the metal to vacant d orbitals of phosphorus, and it is absent in NF3. So NF3 do not make complexes while PF3 make complexes. Like carbon monoxide, PF3 is very, very poisonous. Why? Because like carbon monoxide, PF3 also form the irreversible complex with blood hemoglobin, disturbing the transport of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Conductivity of AsF3 increases by the addition of Kf and SF, Sb, F5 separately. So the antimony trifluoride. Explain. So if you see this region, actually AsF3, this is the AsF3. So they form complexes with both Kf and Sb, F5. They have structures K plus, you can see the structure K plus, AsF4 negative and AsF2 plus, and antimony F6 minus respectively. So this increases the low activity conductivity of AsF3. So you can see this reaction. So Kf plus AsF3, it is giving K plus AsF5 4 negative, this one, and AsF3 again plus SbF5, it is giving AsF2 plus and SbF5 negative. So this and this. So this is given by the AsF3, this one, and this is given by the K plus AsF3. So in both cases this is common. You can see they are forming a different type of complexes.